Everybody, well, I had enough motivation to at least try and get this engine in here, so I was able to do it. Not without ruining one thing though, the motor mount that's over here in the back on this side. It's basically a circle of rubber with two studs coming out of it, and I did break the one off. And I know it wasn't broke before, so I did do that. I was able to get that flywheel screen put on this engine. Pulleys came off no problem, that surprised me, but then again I left them soak overnight. Here's the original with the pulley off and the screen. Yeah, didn't have too much of a problem. All I did was use WD-40 and this little Craftsman two-prong puller. Oh, there's a part number or something. What is it, a 5.5 inch? 5.5 inch puller by Craftsman. Capacity. Oh, okay. I guess that's the same thing. Capacity, 140 millimeters? I don't know. It works good. I think I got that at a yard sale or something. Came in real handy. I set the depth of the pulley on the front, that thing there. So if you guys ever need to take that pulley off the front here for whatever reason, I ended up using this straight edge and I put it in and leveled it out there to the end of the pulley, and it comes out to be, let's see if it'll zoom, yeah. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch is how far in they go. So, just for the heck of it, there you can see that on there, and then this is how I did it then. I just measured I put the ruler part of the straight edge on the inside till it bottomed out, and then I used that part there to level it out. And when it didn't move anymore like that is right now, because I don't have it in right, that's how far in it went, and they were both 5/8 of an inch. So you tap this pulley in till there's 5/8 of an inch here, the end of the crank to the end of the pulley here. Now I can't get it off. Oh well, that's okay. I took the starter generator off and this bracket here that was on it just to save some weight, because that sucker's pretty heavy. It was heavy enough trying to do this. I had a heck of a time trying to get that drive shaft down there to line up and go on the to go onto the crankshaft, and then also to go on the shaft back here at the hydro, the pump there. But I was able to get it on. So, and I put anti-seize on everything and cleaned it up, cleaned all the rust off the crankshaft and the drive shaft on the inside, and then put anti-seize on both sides. So if I ever have to take it out again, which after going through this, I hope I don't, it's on there. So I did the same up front here. So I'm gonna call it quits here for today, I believe. Everything seemed to line up and stuff. I used a jack underneath the engine with a 4x4 wooden block to kind of jack the front of the bottom of the engine up, so it was level, so I could put these brackets that run down in and get the bolts in for the engine to level it off, so the holes would line up so I could put those bolts in. There's two. You can see they're kind of shiny down there. I cleaned the bolts off too. But yeah, so that's what I ended up doing. Like I said, the hardest part, and the reason why I broke that motor mount in the back, was because of trying to maneuver the engine around, because there isn't a lot of room there for where the drive shaft comes through. There's some, see if I can get down in here. There's a couple like brackets it goes through. I'm trying to give you a good look. Maybe something like that. There's a couple brackets that it has to go in between to actually get it to fit in through there. I was able, and then I forgot to put the, you can see a set screw there on the end of the drive shaft where it meets the crank. I forgot to turn that in and put the bolt in that runs up and down in that thing too. Let me see if you can see this. I'll turn the thing here. There you can see the nut right there on the drive shaft there. There's a bolt and a nut that gets put on. I forgot to put those in. I had to do that underneath the tractor. So yeah, I'm just gonna call it quits here because I'm really tuckered out and from doing this. And I know if I keep going putting the starter generator and everything on it, I'm gonna want to put everything together and gonna try and start it, and the likelihood is it probably wouldn't start or something and just make me feel even more tired and stuff than what I already am. So I'm just gonna let it go here and save it for another day. Still got to put, like I said, the starter generator on it here. I'm debating if I want to go with this one. I think I will, just because I don't know if it works. I know my original one works, so at least if this one works, then I know I have a spare, if nothing else. So this is, I don't know if somebody painted this starter solenoid.